Thank you very much, dear Salim. So it's really a familiar environment over here, as I see my former students and also some new faces. It has been a real pleasure for me to be with you. You know, some of the new students of psychology department haven't seen me, but most of the other participants, I am familiar to them. So I know that this is being shown in online, right? So I would rather speak in English. And because of my age, I forget sometimes, some points. So I have something written up so that I don't forget to mention that. So distinguished delegates from home and abroad, my dear colleagues from different educational institutions, and the respected participants from reputed industrial and business organizations. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. As I said, it has really been a delightful experience for me to have participated in this conference 3 days for, it started on the 24th, okay, on IO Psychology or Industrial and Organizational Psychology Conference, very efficiently organized by the Department of Psychology, Dhaka University, which is my alma mater, and En route Center for Development, a close friend of ours, a very reputed and committed organization engaged in human resource development. Through effective training of employees in work organizations, they are doing a great job. So far as I know, I have come to know that they are, they have expanded their field of work. Just this morning, I got a mail from Concerned Women for Family Development. I was the past president over there, a chairperson. Now I am the vice president over there, one of the members of the executive committee. That En route is imparting a training over there, leadership training. So I was so fascinated, okay, that I am going to this conference, the final meeting of the conference. And just before starting, I got the mail from my organization, okay. So the events that triggered my past memory, me being participant of this conference in industrial and organizational psychology. So it triggered my memory, past memory of 1960s. I actually entered Dhaka University in 1958. So, and the first time that I got involved in some research was consumer research. And in those days, it was Lever Brothers. They were doing consumer reports, and I was one of the participants of that research. So I used to collect data in Motijil colony and here and there along with my friends, okay? And it was a fascinating experience. A handsome, smart gentleman used to come from Chittagong, Lever Brothers, and he used to train us how to collect data. And we used to go to the Motijil colony, Azimpur, and here and there to interview the housewives over there. Sometimes they used to shut their door in front of. That was a real fun for us. But that is the beginning of my experience as an academician with research. That is the starting point. And would you believe me, my first publication of my career was on industrial psychology, role of psychology in industry. That was published in 1968, the first volume of Dhaka University Journal of Psychology. Okay, where did I learn about industrial psychology? That was one of the papers in our masters. And I was trained by Oscar V. Roque, an American visiting professor. He used to teach us. So I actually learned ABC of industrial and organizational psychology from him first. And then when I became teacher, in the university, I used to teach industrial psychology. Roshan Jahan, who later on did her PhD in industrial psychology, industrial and organizational psychology. I was one of her supervisors of her PhD thesis. She was my student in Dhaka University. Khalek was also my student in Dhaka University, although he went to Pakistan after a few years. Anyway, so that is about the past history. And another thing, Tanveer was talking about the past history. So I want to go further, of which you do not know. Maybe you have read one of my publications. Recently, it has been published from Springer, 2021, development of the history of the development of psychology in Bangladesh. That has been published in Psychology in Modern India. So in their centennial year, that was in 2015, they actually invited me to present a paper, and I presented that paper, and it has been published by Springer in 2021. And I actually mailed it to the department also, I think. It is an e-book. So it's not a very long, chapter, so I couldn't accommodate everything, but I said a few words about industrial and organizational psychology as well. So then the presentation that I attended by a lady, I forgot her name, of Unilever, that triggered the memory of my past experience with Lever Brothers consumer research.